Level up, level up, level up, level up. Hey. Welcome.
Hello.
It is
Blonde Sisters.
from Other Misters.
I'm Michelle MUA.
I'm Jazara, the Savvy Diva.
And we are here to talk about stuff.
Stuff.
This is our second episode of 2025, season 2.
And why am I dancing? You know I'm always dancing. I
She's
got
always
songs
dancing.
in my head.
But we both got ants in our pants this time.
We've been singing.
Ants in the pants, I need to dance. Ants in the pants, I need to dance. Ants in the pants, I need to dance. Yes. Guess what?
Chicken butt. It's always chicken on my mind.
My mom used to say, take a spoon, look it up.
What?
Chicken butt. Take a spoon, look it up. Of course. Guess what? We're going on vacation. And we are going to film at least 2 episodes while we're on vacation.
Yes.
We're going on vacation in about less than 30 days.
It's coming. It's fast approaching.
We are ready to go. And
ready to go.
What have you already prepared?
Absolutely not.
Not a damn thing. But in my mind, I have prepared. Actually, in my mind, I have prepared all the things that I need to pull out.
In your mind.
In my mind.
Yeah.
And then I have actually pulled out my bathing suits.
I did that the other day.
So we put all of our bathing suits and stuff because, I was swim. So we put all the bathing suits in the suitcase. And so the suitcase has all of our swim stuff.
You put the suitcase out already?
Yeah. So because I needed to make sure we had all our bathing suits.
I'm normally like that. I'm like, what am I waiting for? Again, the motivation is coming back, but I haven't.
Well, I didn't even know if I have to order something because I don't know what's happening with that man and the tariffs and what's going to happen with Shein and Temu and all these other places. Because I absolutely damn refuse to spend more than $15 on a baby suit.
Right.
Because I am not going to wear that anywhere but on that cruise ship. And
I bought the last one. I already had bathing suits, but then I bought probably 3 more. I don't know. In my weird
the last cruise we took, we were on for 7 days. So we needed 7 or 8 different, swimsuits. We're going for a 3-day, but then we're going to Miami. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Florida. Let me tell you something right now. If you are snowing in a 30 days and it's not nice outside, I'm going to be hotter than fish grease.
What you going to do though? You going to do
not a damn thing. I'm going to be mad as shit.
Stay in the hotel.
I could have gone home for that shit.
I know. We're going to be back.
I could have gone home.
We're going to be back here and it's going to be sunny and I'm going to be texting you
what do y'all do in Miami? We're staying a couple days in Miami. What do y'all do in Miami? What do you do? Let us know what you do. Well, let me know what you do. Because our plans completely... Ain't no damn beach in February. Listen.
You can go on the beach in February.
And walk around in a coat.
It wasn't... So I went in March. It wasn't cold. It was mild and the wind was
Currently right now, skipping the crazy ass news. Currently right now, there's snow on the ground in Florida, Louisiana.
That's wild.
You can't get no further south in America than Louisiana. There's 12 inches of snow in Louisiana.
They got more than us.
Currently, the mamas ain't got no shovels. They ain't got no gloves. They ain't got no snow ice. No snow melt. They don't got no nothing.
Oh, you don't think they have a Home Depot or Lowe's there?
Why would you have a plethora of ice for the entire state if you never get it?
True.
So here's the funny part, Mother Nature, bipolar. It's supposed to be 70 degrees in New Orleans on Sunday.
This coming Sunday?
Yes.
And then it melt the ice.
Melt all the ice up. So remember the last time we had that big snow? We had a couple of feet of snow. I want to say the kids were little. So it's probably 2010, 2009, 2010. We had that big snow that came out of nowhere. And then it snowed. We couldn't get out for a week. And then the day we all could get out, the next day it was 65 degrees.
And it melted all that snow.
And it melted all the snow.
So I want to say that was 2008.
Okay, it was.
I want to say it was 2008.
It was enough. It was taller than the kids. We played yard dogs. We threw the kids out in the yard, and they were my ex-husband had something wrong with his foot, and so
I can't go shovel.
So he couldn't shovel. So we all went out to shovel to try to get us out. I mean, he helped as much as he could, and he came out a little bit, but he couldn't really do anything.
I miss those. It's so nostalgic to me when we have like those big snowstorms,
and all the neighbors have to come out together.
Yeah, it's like
we shoveled out. Everybody shoveled their parking space out to the center. And we were waiting and hoping for like snowplows to come through. We lived in a townhome development, and so they had the Bobcats to come. Bobcats didn't really come until like the next day, but we shoveled out enough so that we could have like a single path.
Get in and get out.
Yeah, and when the Bobcats came, they came in the middle of the night, and I made hot chocolate for them. Took it outside because I know it was cold because it's Bobcat. There's nothing. Indoors. They're not indoors. They're sitting outside. It was cold, so I took them some hot chocolate and some, I don't know, some cookies, something I made in the house.
Oh, you was like the little Susie homemaker.
No, I just felt really bad for them.
The hostess for the block.
Well, everybody else was drunk because what they were doing was they were shoveling, and one of the neighbors next across the street had like tequila, so he brought a tequila out, and somebody so we had no power.
Oh yeah, you might as well just
so your drink everybody out. Shoveled into the center and brought all the grills out, and we grilled all the meat so that everybody could have a hot meal because we had no power, and we were gonna lose all the meats. Yeah. So we pulled all our meats out. I had some chicken and fish. Somebody else had some rice, like it made like a pot of rice on like the like it was a community affair. We actually were outside. We all had a hot meal that night, and then the next day we shoveled out so we could all go to the Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A was letting everybody hang out and charge all their devices because we had no power for like 4 days.
Wow, that's the part that I do miss. Communities coming together, being a community, because right now I think.
We're all separate.
We're very separate.
And very divisive.
And I used to know like my neighbors on my street, but it's been a quick turnaround. People have sold their houses or renting, and then they have renters in.
Yeah.
And then you're not really getting to know them because they don't last, or they're not friendly. Right. But my childhood with snowstorms, and then when my son was younger, and then we did have I think that snowstorm you're talking about was probably like 2008.
Yeah, because our kids are the same age. So
that was the best time. Like he was outside running and playing with all the kids.
Who had the best time?
All the adults was out. We were talking. We were getting hot chocolate, passing it to the kids that was going around trying to shovel people's houses.
You had power?
Yeah, we had power.
Oh, yeah. So it was not a good time.
You like I said, we ain't had no power.
We had no power.
But I wish I would have knew you because I would have came over there for some of that meat.
You couldn't. You wouldn't have got over there.
Chicken,
we couldn't get
meat.
We couldn't get out. We could not get out. We don't eat pork. So, at the time, my household had chicken and fish and like beef. I was going to the halal market, so I had like kebab meat, which is lamb, like ground lamb, and it was like a bunch of like little meat they would give us. Like we would go to the halal market and buy meat, and he would give us a bag of meat for free.
Wow.
And that was part of his his charity,
giving back to the community.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll never forget. I went to the halal market one time and got me some chicken, and I just knew it wasn't going to have no head on it. It had head on it, and I went upstairs. I asked my ex-husband to take the head off, and he chased me around the house with that damn chicken head. Of course, I cooked the chicken, but I couldn't eat none of it because I knew it tasted funny because it had a head on it. And I know it was like really like.
That might have been a reason for me to give it up. Because now, lately, when I be on social media, I be looking at
the chickens, like me and the monkeys.
Like I be like, maybe I shouldn't really be eating chicken. They look so cute sometimes.
We have to eat them, otherwise they'll run over and take over the world. It'll be like the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, the chickens gonna take over the world?
Yeah, Planet of the Chickens. Planet of the Chickens will take over.
Yeah, I'd be like, that wing look real good. You nice and thick and fat. Yeah, let's get that one.
So you remember when we were little and chicken and meats did not look as big as they look now? Remember but remember also food was affordable. Like you could afford to eat. You could buy a whole chicken for like $10.
$100. You would think that your cart would be kind of full, but
I remember being able to buy a loaf of bread for $1.
Yes, like bread is going up too. It's the bread, it's the eggs, it's the lunch meat, it's cheese.
First of all, I went to the grocery store, and I'm sure it's a fluke. And the next time I go in there, I'm sure I'm not gonna see it. So I went to the grocery store. You know, you have your Safeway 18 eggs. It was like $12. The 2.5 dozen I normally get was like $17. But the 12 brown eggs were still $4. So I'm sitting there doing the math, and I was like, I'm gonna get two of these, and it'll be cheaper than the 18.
Well, I was just in there Sunday. The 18 pack was $7.99. So I was like, wait a minute, something is not right. I did not pay $7.99 the last time I bought.
I remember buying eggs for $3.
But I was just at the grocery store during the holidays. I don't remember paying $7.99.
No, you didn't. It's steadily going up.
For 18.
I'm waiting on the cheaper eggs, people.
I'm gonna get me some chickens. That'll stop me from eating chicken because I'm gonna get the chicken so that they can start laying their eggs, and that's it. I'm just gonna take care of that. Y'all can come over here and get y'all eggs when y'all want some.
You need chickens and geese.
I'll get the geese
and a duck. Duck eggs are good.
It be ducks down there by the little pond when I'm maybe I'll bring them over here and let them live inside the. So they'll be like, "What did I do?"
First of all, ducks fly. They'll just fly away.
They fly.
They're not chicken.
Like, wait. All right, moving on. She stopped us head on with our rant. It was about the packing for the trip. I'm not ready. I'm ready to go, but I haven't started even thinking about what to pack. However, what I want to rant about is the fact that January is almost over. I feel like we just said Happy New Year.
I am ready for summer. Skip this bullshit. Give me my 1.5 days. And then fast forward to the next one. Fast forward to Memorial Day. I want warm weather.
I don't want warm because, like, I'm a fall girl.
Warm weather.
I like it to be like.
You know what I want? I want to not fall and bust my ass when I walk outside. That's what I want. I don't want to bust my ass. I want to go outside and be trusting that if I bust my ass because I genuinely did it myself. I didn't just slide on some goddamn ice because I am over 40 and I no longer bounce. And neither do you, bitch.
I do, man. I do.
No.
I jump right back up. Mm-mm. Okay. So we've covered the crazy ass news, which was the snow in Louisiana. So
can you imagine? They haven't had snow in 100 years.
100? Which means none of the generations that are there ever saw snow in their
and they will never get it again in their lifetime.
Wow. I love the fact that we live in a city and state that we get to experience all 4 seasons.
We don't experience any spring or fall. It went from summer to winter. Normally,
we do experience spring and fall.
Winter.
You say
we do. Mine are winter, and then summer. You'll look up, and the following week it'll be 1,000,000 degrees.
We had a good summer.
It's hot
last year and the year before.
It's hot.
We did experience spring because that's an in between stage where you can't necessarily wear a halter top with no jacket, but you don't necessarily need a jacket. You can just wear a thick sweatshirt or a thick sweater. So
I want to be able to sit on my back porch and have a glass of wine.
The robot keeps coming to me.
And yeah, he keeps coming to you.
Hello.
Come over here. I'm your mother.
I'm here.
That's what I want. I want to be able to sit on the back porch and enjoy the weather.
Well, I can't say speaking of weather because we already talked about the snow. So let's go over to our supposing.
What is our supposings today?
Okay, so I was very insistent on not watching anything this past Monday on TV. So I spent a lot of time in the quiet and listening to songs. I had my little playlist going. And My question is, what are the songs when you were a child or a teenager, not even a teenager, like a young adolescent, like 8, 9, 10, 11, before you hit the puberty, about to become a teenager, what songs were you singing that you really weren't supposed to be singing? Shirley Murdoch's As We Lay song came up on my playlist when I was in here Monday.
So let's break down As We Lay if you've never heard it. Shirley Murdoch says,
that's my song.
You gotta hurry up and face your wife. And when we read the lyrics, she says, I enjoyed the seconds, the minutes, and the hour.
I used to think it was
hours. No, it's the hour. So you got an hour with somebody else's husband. And you telling him, I'm enjoying this, but you got to hurry home and face your wife? My question is, what exactly did he tell his wife?
No, first of all, my question is, what was a 12-year-old? Because when the song came out, I was 12, right?
It was popular. It was played on the radio.
I was singing it, walking around the house, watching the video. You should have counted up the cost. What did I know about counting up the cost?
First of all, my favorite song was People Like the Way That Sally Walks.
Oh, yes.
People like the way that Sally walks. Sally was a whore.
I would have never known that. Like, listen, you don't think about when you hear songs and you're just singing the lyrics and you like the beat that drop. You like just into the rhythm of it. You're not really.
That was my jam.
Thinking about the lyrics.
Whitney Houston's joint. What was that song that she had when she was talking about the other man?
Look it up.
I'll look it up. Yeah.
So back to Shirley Murdoch. I knew every lyric and was singing like I was experiencing what she was experiencing. I didn't know nothing about what she was singing. I was just singing the words. But what had me laughing on Monday was the fact that it was like
saving all my love.
Saving all
for you.
Love for you. Yes. What was she saving? What did I know about saving my love at 12, 13? But I sang every lyric so confidently.
My mother encouraged me to listen to Janet Jackson. Wait a while. That was my mother's favorite song for me. She's like, why don't you play that song?
But then think about the lyrics.
I understand. My mother was really intentional with me. Like, for her to be a child of the 60s and a baby boomer and that, be free love and smoking peace. She actually was very intentional with me in terms of like what I got to do, what I got to play with, how I got to play. Like, I wasn't allowed to play house. Like, it was no house players. You will not aspire to be that. You will aspire to have a job. Like, I couldn't play pretend mother. No, I had to be a professional. I was either a doctor or a teacher. And she didn't really like me playing beauty parlor, but I like playing beauty parlor because I was tearing up my dog babies and cutting their hair. And I figured out a way to make me interrupted by a stranger. So
stranger danger.
So we were talking about. I was giving my mother her celestial flowers for being the kind of parent that was really aware of what I was doing and what I was playing and what I was listening to. My parents did not believe in censorship. So if there was something I wanted to listen to, either I got to listen to it or I didn't. Like, I had to buy the clean version. I remember going to the mall. What was the mall? The music store that was in the mall. It wasn't Sam Goody. It was something else that was in the mall. Something different. It was in the mall. I don't remember. It was one of those like record stores in the mall. But I wanted the George Michael double CD.
Because it got to have faith.
Faith. Ooh, it was faith. Father figure. I want your sex. I want your sex too. Oh my God, it was my jam. I loved me some George Michael, and so my mother was taking me to buy that. I had done something good, and I was gonna get it. So I went to go pay for it. So I had to be. We were 12. So I handed him the CD, and it was a tape. As a matter of fact, it was a tape. It was a double tape.
Domicile.
And so I was like, here you go. And so the man was like, is it your mother? You need parental guidance. My mother's like, it's fine. And so he was like, do you want to read the lyrics?
And I said it's fine.
So my mother was like, she can have it, but I'll read the lyrics. And I'll never forget, we read, I want your sex. I want your love. I want your sex. I want your sex. Ow. That one, fine. Of course, my mother is a child of the 70s. And she liked Parliament Funkadelic and listened to Aqua Boogie. Have you ever heard Aqua Boogie backwards? Because he's talking backwards. Yeah. Anyway, so they were saying, and she never would tell me what it was that he was saying. And of course, you know, Lady Marmalade, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? Would you like to go to bed with me tonight? Yeah.
Mama.
Absolutely. So they had nothing but problematic songs. So why would we think that our generation songs would not be problematic? And up until we were young adults listening to T-Pain.
Yeah.
Teddy pinned her ass down. That's real rapey.
Oh, I was what's the song?
Real rapey.
What was the song with Teddy Pendergrass and Stephanie Mills? I just
Oh,
where is the love?
That's not that song. They didn't say that song.
Love? Yes. You said you give to me for eternity.
That ain't it.
I just watched the video. But again, that's another song I was like walking around the house singing. But to your point about you couldn't play house, you couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't play any of that. Like my Barbies even had to have jobs.
So they had a different spin on it. So I guess they was looking at me like, oh, she's so innocent. Because when the Cabbage Patch Kids came out, I had all of the ones that I wanted. They literally like took me to the store and I picked out my little umbrella stroller that I wanted.
No,
not the one that comes with, you know, the baby dolls, but it was a real.
I had no stroller.
It was big enough for me to put like 2 or 3 of my kids in the stroller, the umbrella stroller. Had a little. My mother was like, "Let me get you these little Pampers," because I remember if you wet them, like they had
the color change
blocks. Well, they had like little baby blocks. You know how they have the little blocks with the letters on them.
Mm-hmm.
When it got wet, they would disappear. I remember that. I was just like,
yeah, my mother didn't let me have none of that. My babies were. So I had an astronaut, I had a hairdresser, I had a cowgirl, I had a teacher. Yeah, and then my Barbies, I had an astronaut Barbie. I could have a punk rock Barbie. They were musicians, so they were okay.
My Barbies they were entrepreneurs. One had the retail store, so she had the little.
I couldn't have no Barbie house. I couldn't have no Barbie car. I couldn't have, like, all my Ken dolls were also like, I had Dan, I didn't have Ken, so you know she was real like you and I. And I remember her telling me, I was, because I always liked the pretty dolls with the pretty dresses, and she's like, what does she do? Well, she's pretty, and so she's like, that's not an occupation. My mother's favorite pretty is not an occupation.
I had the day and night Barbie. I had so many of them, but I
wanted the baby. I wanted the pregnant Barbie because she had the baby, and my mother would not let me have that.
Not buy me that one. I will say that I would not. I couldn't get that one. But like I remember, like my stepmother, when we would go shopping, I would be like, I think my Barbie needs a horse stable, because they bought me a horse for them. She had the car, she had the dune buggy, she had.
My mother let me have every My Little Pony there was. Every single one.
I didn't get the My Little Pony.
My mother, I loved My Little Ponies because I could think. So, you know, I had a beauty parlor. I had a beauty parlor. I had these wicker chairs that my great grandmother used to make. Like the wicker in the clothespin chairs. So those were the styling chairs. And I was a stylist, and everybody got their hair done. And I had figured out if I cut my Barbie's hair while it was wet, and I shook their head back and forth in front of the space heater, then it would curl. And I made it little dresses, and so my mother was fine with that. Like, oh, you're doing something, you know. Like, but they were not going to be a wife or be. So I got into paper dolls with my cousin, and then I started like getting the magazines and the catalogs, and I was cutting people out, and they were the people, and then they had a whole soap opera, and my mother was like, "You need something to do." So, you know,
soap opera.
It was a whole soap opera. This one, the little ones were the babies, and the big ones were the grown ups, and they were having affairs. And my mother heard me having this whole thing, and I'm an only child. I played by myself.
Yeah, mine used to fight too. They'd be slapping each other.
But their house was shoeboxes. So, because, but I had, I would cut out the furniture from the Sears catalog. So they had couches and their bed. I mean, the house was lovely. So it was lovely. I was never allowed to not play with or have an aspiration. I never was allowed that. I was never allowed to play mommy. That was, my mother was like, pretty is not an occupation.
Well, maybe that's why I was at 12 singing about
As we lay.
Should have counted up the cost.
Yeah, I think my favorite song at 12 was I was listening to Prince. Sign of the Times.
I mean, again, okay, so let's get back on topic.
Pebbles. Oh, my favorite song was Girlfriend. That was my favorite song. Treat you so bad. Oh. Girlfriend. That was my jam.
So, what songs that you were singing back then, now today, you're realizing, listening to the lyrics, you're realizing, like, what in the world? What was I doing? What was I thinking about?
All of them. All of our songs were ratchet.
What was I? What? Okay, so before we started recording, I was telling Michelle that one of my other songs, again at 12, singing like I knew what was going on, was Cheryl Pepsi Riley's song.
Thanks for my child. And the whole video, this Bama is running this red jacket away. And then you see this red train. And then she goes, thanks for my child. And this fool is running down the street, like, getting it.
You really giving me this bundle of joy. Oh, no, bundle of love. I found out today it's bundle of love. I was singing bundle
and then we also,
of joy.
First of all, we also
I hold you close
didn't know the words to none of these songs.
And rock about my baby.
No. Thanks to my child.
Rock you to sleep.
And it had a video. It had a nerve to have a video.
I love that song. I didn't know what was going on.
Because everything didn't have a video.
Anyway, that is all for this episode of Blonde Sister.
From Other Misters.
Season
2, episode 2.
We did it. We will see y'all next time with some more crazy ass news.
And all kinds of things.
Hypothetical, supposings, and
our
weekly rant.
Absolutely.
See you next time.
Bye.